this is Essen and welcome to the part 8 where we will be going some of the most inspiring quotes of all time that will hopefully inspire you. So let's get into it. The quote number 1 is, to accomplish great things, we must not only act but also dream, not only plan but also believe. Anatole France. Motivational quotes. All journeys have secret destinations of which the travelers is unaware. Marion Bubber. Love your enemies because they tell you all your faults. Benjamin Franklin. If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. Abraham Lincoln. Leap and the net will appear. John Burroughs. Your words can be powerful. Your words can be powerful. They can hurt or uplift you. So think before you speak, as every word counts. Dream is not the thing you see in sleep, but it is that thing that doesn't let you sleep. Dr. Abdul Kalam. It's not the load that keeps you down, it's how you carry it. Love holds. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Unknown. When your work speaks for itself, don't interrupt. Henry J. Kaiser. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking it's stupid. Albert Einstein. Do you want to meet the love of your life? Look in the mirror. Byron Katie. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender, it's holy ground. There is no greater investment. Stephen Covey. If you look at what you have in life, you will always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you will never have enough. Oprah Winfrey. Before you act, listen before you react. Think before you spend. Earn before you criticize. Wait before you pray. Forgive before you quit try. Ernest Hemingway. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not the one who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fears. Nelson Mandela. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Wishing is not enough, we must do. Johann Wolfgang. Good, better, best, never let it rest. Till your good is better and your better is best. St. Jeremy. You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. Secret of your success is found in your daily routine. Remember, no one makes you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. Staying positive doesn't mean that things will turn out okay. Rather, it is knowing that you will be okay no matter how things turn out. Someday everything will make perfect sense. For now, laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. What comes easy won't last, and what lasts won't come easy. What comes easy won't last, and what comes easy won't last, and what lasts won't come easy. Old ways won't open new doors. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. Robert Kiyosaki. Integrity is most valuable and respectable quality of leadership. Always keep your mind. Brian Tracy. Always keep your word. Brian Tracy. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. H. Jackson Brown Jr. Be brave. Talk. Risks. Nothing can substitute experience. Paulo Coelho. You only fail when you stop trying. A river cuts through rock not because of its power but because of its persistence. Jim Watkins. With drive, a little talent, you can move mountains. Dwayne Johnson. That some achieve great success is proof to all others that others can achieve it as well. Abraham Lincoln. We are all broken. That's how light gets in. Ernest Hemingway. There are far better things ahead than any we have behind. S.C. Lewis. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Albert Einstein. Vibrate so high that the toxic people in your life fell back because they no longer know how to approach you. Struggle your today is developing the strength you need tomorrow. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. Charles Burton. The struggle you are in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. Charles Burton. What a wonderful thought it is that some of the best days of our lives haven't happened yet. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take and breathe away. Maya Angelou. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do, by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, dream, discover. Mark Twain. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care about you at all. Coco Chanel. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Marcus Tullius Cicero. If not to make the world better, what is money for? Elizabeth Taylor. To have money is a glory as long as you haven't lost the joy of things that money can buy. Salvador Dali. Standard of living is trying to afford today what you won't have enough money for even 10 years from now. Danny Kaye. You can easily find people who are 10 times as rich at 60 as they were at 20, but not one of them will tell you that they are 10 times as happy. George Bernard Shaw. You can easily find people who are 10 times as rich at 60 as they were at 20, but not one of them will tell you that they are 10 times as happy. George Bernard Shaw. It's not through inventions but through improvements that fortunes are made. Money is the best bait to fish for a man with. Thomas Fuller. The poor never imputes generosity as a rich to the rich. Mary Vaughan Ebner Eschenbach. Money is not important, but a lot of money is something else. George Bernard Shaw. A man is rich in proportion to the number of things which he can afford to, let alone. Henry David Thoreau. Not what I have, but what I do is my kingdom. Thomas Carlyle. If you have no money, you always think about money. If you have money, you already think only about money. Jean Paul Getty. What the good Lord thinks about money is visible through the people to whom he gives it. Peter Babb. Bank robbery is an initiative of amateurs. True professionals establish a bank. Bertolt Brecht. It is not the man who has little, but he who desires more, that is poor. Lucius Ananias Seneca. Lucius Ananias Seneca. The real purpose of wealth is to give of it generously. The real purpose of wealth is to give of it generously. Blaise Pascal. The richer one is, the easier it is. The richer one is, the easier it is for him to be a rascal. Gilbert Keith Chesterton. The proper attitude towards money is one of the covetous contempt. Henry Miller. The chief value of money lies in the fact that one lives in a world in which it is overestimated. Henry Louis Mencken. A house without books is a poor house, even if beautiful rugs are covering its floors and precious wallpapers and pictures cover its walls. Hermann Hesse. A rich man's joke is always funny. Thomas Edward Brown. The meaning of life, something that nobody really knows. In any case, there is little point in being the richest man in the cemetery. Peter Ustinov. The richest people are those who can do without the most. Rabindranath Tagore. Capitalism is the perfection of the ruthless exploitation of people, animals, the environment, and nature. Horst Buller. You have to learn to be uncomfortable with being comfortable to truly reach your highest potential. Nicole Bitchie. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Margaret Thatcher. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use. Ruth Gurdu. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Vince Lombardi. I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fire around me. You can waste your lives drawing lines, or you can live your life crossing them. Shonda Rhimes. You don't want to look back now and know you could have done better. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Theodore Roosevelt. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Jim Rohn. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Ingrid Bergman. Don't wait on perfect conditions. Just go ahead and do something. Dan Miller. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it. Go through it or walk around it. Michael Jordan. Leadership reputations are mad or lost in time of crisis. Ken Chenault. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. Helen Keller. There is only one thing that makes a dream possible to achieve, the fear of failure. Paulo Coelho. Times never last, but tough people do. Robert H. Sculler. I'm stronger because I had to be. I'm smarter because of my mistakes. I'm happier because of the sadness I know. And now wiser because I learned. Dream big and dare to fall. Remember that guy who gave up? Yeah, neither does anyone else. When you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. Dalai Lama over. Don't wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by sticking. William Butler. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of branch breaking because her touch is no on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourselves. Step by step, and the thing is done. Charles Atlas. Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. Pain makes you stronger, tears make you braver, heartbreak makes you wiser. So thank the past for a better future. I never lose. Either I win or I learn. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Victor Hugo. Stop waiting for good things to happen. Go out and make them happen. Life is too short to wait with regrets. So love the people who treat you right. Forget about those who don't believe. Everything happens for a reason. If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said life would be easy. They just promised most likely to be worth it. The sun himself is weak when he first rises, and gathers strength and courage as he sets on. Charles Dickens. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou. Whatever your situation might be, set your mind to whatever you want to do and put a good attitude in it and believe that you can succeed. Benethy Hamilton. We generate fears while we sit. We overcome them by action. Dr. Henry Link. What you lack in talent can be made up with desire, hustle, and giving 100% of all time. Don Zimmer. The successful warrior is the average man with a laser-like focus. Bruce Lee. Life goes on, whether you choose to move on and take a change in the unknown or stay behind locked in the past thinking of could have been. Life goes on, whether you choose to move on and take a change in the unknown or stay behind locked in the past thinking of could have been. Maria Robinson. To win the marketplace, you must first win the workplace. Doug Conant. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Eleanor Roosevelt. People who succeed have momentum. The more they succeed, the more they want to succeed, and the more they find the way to succeed. Similarly, when someone is falling, the tendency is to get on a downward spiral that can even become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Tony Robbins. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. The deeper the grief, the closer is God. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Follow your dreams. or you will spend the rest of the time working for someone who did. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Helen Keller. In the end, it is important to remember that we cannot become what we need to be by remaining in what we are. Max Dupree. Change is always powerful. Let your hook be always cast in the pool where you least expect. There will be a fish. Ovid. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Jimmy Dean. Standard of living is trying to afford today, but you won't have enough money for even 10 years from now. Danny Kaye. You can easily find people who are 10 times as rich at 60 as they were at 20, but not one of them will tell you that they are 10 times as happy. George Bernard Shaw. You can easily find people who are 10 times as rich at 60 as they were at 20, but not one of them will tell you that they are 10 times as happy. George Bernard Shaw. It's not through inventions but through improvements that fortunes are made. Money is the best bait to fish for a man with. Thomas Fuller. The poor never imputes generosity as a rich to the rich. Mary Vaughan Ebner Eschenbach. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Marcus Tullius Cicero. If not to make the world better, what is money for? Elizabeth Taylor. Why do we close our eyes when we pray, cry, kiss, or dream? Because the most beautiful things in life are not seen but felt by the heart. Denzel Washington. Power is not given to you. You have to take it. Be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. Dwayne Johnson. With the new day comes strength and new thoughts. Eleanor Roosevelt. Leaders set high standards, refuse to tolerate mediocrity or poor performance. Brian Tracy. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. It doesn't change you. There is no passion to be found. Playing small in settling for a life that is less than one you are capable of living. Nelson Mandela. Dream big and dream fierce. Viola Davis. Every failure is a lesson. If you are not willing to fail, you are not ready to succeed. It was great having you here. Hopefully you'll join us again.